I'm Belinda Wasser, also known as RocketGirl, and today we're going to talk about how to easily track your time. Hey everybody, today we're going to talk about how to track our time. You know, when I just started out as a virtual assistant, I had no experience tracking my time. You know, I'd done lots of VA type work when I had a job, but never had to track my time. So when I first started out, I thought, all right, I'm going to use a spreadsheet because I wasn't that familiar with all of the online tools that were out there today. So I did it in a spreadsheet for a while and quickly realized that was not going to work. So I went out and did a little research and I found Toggle, a tool many of you know about, and I've been using it now for probably 8.5 years, and it's just been amazing. So today I want to talk about how I track my time, and then I want to give you some information about Toggle itself. So let's do that. All right, Toggle. So how I make sure that all of my time gets tracked is something called task lumping. Now, the reason it's so important to track my time is that I decided to get paid by the hour. So literally every minute that I am not paying attention to is money that I'm walking away from. So task lumping, here's how it works. I sit down at my desk, and let's say I'm going to work on my client Jim's work. I'll look at my email, I'll get my Evernote open, see if there's any notes there, you know, open up all the browser tabs that I need in order to do Jim's work, and then I'll start working. Before I start working though, however, I make a note of what time it is in my little handy dandy notebook that I keep next to me just to jot things in. So I do all of the work, I close all of the tabs, put everything away, make any notes, because all of that is billable time. Anytime I'm working with Jim's materials. After that, I look at the clock again, I calculate the time that I've spent, and I put it into Toggle. And I do this each time. It's very difficult to be accurate tracking your time if you're being pulled all over the place. Plus, I don't think we're very efficient when we do that. So time lumping or task lumping is a fabulous way to do that. So let's talk about Toggle itself. I don't think anything could be easier. We have, you make a list of your clients and their projects, and you enter those in a very simple interface. And then right at the top of Toggle, there's a field and it says something like, what are you working on? And so after I calculate the time, I'll make notes in the field at the top where it says, what are you working on? That lets me know what I just accomplished. And I developed kind of a shorthand for that, like NL2WP means newsletter to WordPress. Like I've taken the newsletter and put it in WordPress. So I don't write very long descriptions, but I can certainly glance at it and get kind of the gist of what I worked on. And I do this for a couple of reasons. My clients don't typically ask for the description for what I used time for. But for example, at the end of the day on Sunday, if I'm preparing to let my clients know how much time is left, I want to make sure that everything's accounted for. So I might look at everybody's tasks and say, you know, I think I worked on, Sally's website, and I can see that we have had a phone meeting, but I don't see it on Toggle. So then in that case, if I do make a mistake, I can go back to my calendar or look at my phone. But I try to be very, very careful about tracking my time. Okay. It's cloud-based. Well, I know everything is cloud-based, right? But it's what I really am saying about that is that there's an app for it. So imagine this. This has happened many times. Greg and I are out in the car. We're on a road trip, and it's a weekday, and I decide I don't want to cancel my client meetings, so I do them from the car. If I don't need my computer or anything like that, if it's just me and my brain and the client. So after I hang up the phone, it would be really easy to forget. Even if I wrote it down, it would be easy to forget track that time in Toggle. So I open the app on my phone, and right there in that red hot minute, I put the time into Toggle, and I'm all set, and I don't need to worry about it again. So that's super cool. And it's free. And so what's so interesting is I paid for it for a really long time. And one day I got something from them, an email, and I decided to look and click and see what kind of functionality was in this new updated version. And it turned out that the free version would have been just fine. So I downgraded. And there's a good lesson in there. More than once that's happened. I know with the case of my project management software, I did a little investigation once when they announced this new pricing structure, and I was able to save $35 a month, which is a lot of money on a tool. And I'm not sure they had plans to tell me about that. So do a little research from time to time, and take a look at the pricing structure, and also reevaluate your needs. There might have been a time when I needed something from Toggle that I needed to pay for, and that need no longer was there. So awesome. So that's time tracking. Before we go, I just want to let you know that the RocketGirl Show is brought to you by the VA Connection. And for those of you who haven't heard of the Virtual Assistant Connection yet, we are a professional online community committed to educating and connecting virtual assistants all over the world. We'd love to have you on our Facebook group. We have over 700 members, which is fabulous. And you can find us two ways. That's my little pet bird right there trying to say hello. You can either type the Virtual Assistant Connection in the search bar at the top of Facebook, or you can follow this bit.ly link, bit.ly.vaconnection.com. We'd love to have you. Please come on over. There's tons of training, great community, and a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So let me check and see if there are any comments. Looks like, let's see. Oh, hello, Kim Houlihan. Loves this topic. Hi, Kim. Thanks for joining us. It's awesome to see you. So if any other thoughts come up, please just put them in the comments. I'm happy to circle back around and answer them. And in the meantime, have a great rest of your day. I'm Belinda Wasser, Rocket Girl, signing off until next time. Bye-bye.